Little interesting story how Contour called me. So their bare minimums, I believe, was 500 hours total time, and then I don't know, 50, 75 hours, maybe even 100 hours of multi-time, which I did have, and they never called. They did call. Months went by, and I actually just messaged them on Instagram, like, hey, I sent out my application 2 months ago. What's the process like? When does someone call back or whatnot? Or, when do you get a thanks but no thanks kind of thing? And I kid you not, the next day after I sent that, one of the chief pilots of Contour called me to do an over the phone interview. The market is a little competitive. So that being said, I always recommend people, it's like, you need to go to these recruiting events. You need to put some volunteer work on the resumes. They look for that stuff. If you don't have your multi-engine, get that, because like I said, it's competitive. They want to see that you have multi-engine time. So I think the volunteer work and then actually showing up to a recruiting event is a big plus, because now they can put a face to an application. They know you want to work there, that you showed initiative, you showed up, took time off to whatever your CFI job, you bought an airline ticket to wherever the recruiting event is. Let's say it's in Denver. You literally bought an airline ticket to Denver, got a rental car, got a hotel, and you make the initiative to show up in person just to talk to a recruiter. It's not an interview, it's just to show your face, and recruiters love that.
A little slowdown in the hiring. I mean, it was going gangbusters, 18 months ago, 2 years ago. And now it's still going really well, but not at light speed maybe, and I hear people kind of complain about it. I go, if this is your passion, stick with it, and it's going to work out.
So I was at GoJet for less than a year. Spirit called me, got type rated, went through the flight training. I enjoyed Spirit. I loved the airplane. I love the people, and I love the company. It was really well liked. I really enjoyed my time at Spirit. And then United calls. United's the very first one to call me. I get super excited. I invested for someone to look over my resume, make sure that it was squared away, there were no errors, someone to look over my application. I even did practice interviews with the same company that did all that stuff for me. Wow. So it was a couple weeks. They would ask you questions, and then they would critique you. It's like, I love the story about let's project it a different way. I want you to say it differently. I did that. I think the interview, in my opinion, the interview went very well. I really enjoyed the interview, and the captain that interviewed me. And then I think about a week or two later, I get an email saying, congratulations, we offer you a conditional job offer with United. And I think I even teared up a little bit. I was like, yeah, finally made it to the big boys. So don't take it for granted. Be professional all times. Study as much as you can. And like I tell people all the time, just enjoy it. Take it one day at a time, and you will be successful.